Monday, July 13th. The biggest AI story today has no demo, no model, and no benchmark. Five giants, Google, Microsoft, Salesforce, Snowflake ServiceNow, just agreed to back a shared standard for plugging AI agents into business software. The target, the Anthropic protocol all five of them currently support. Then the board, Musk versus Altman with a $730 billion number underneath, Goldman Sachs pricing Chinese models, and Meta's own chip going into production. Let's get into it. The biggest AI story today has no demo, no model, and no benchmark. The information reports that Google, Microsoft, Salesforce, Snowflake, and ServiceNow have agreed to back a shared technical standard for connecting AI agents to business software. And the explicit framing is beating back Anthropic and OpenAI in enterprise agent infrastructure. Here's why that matters. The layer they're fighting over is the plumbing. How an agent reaches your CRM, your data warehouse, your ticketing system. And that layer already has a standard, Anthropic's Model Context Protocol. MCP shipped in November 2024 became the de facto default in about 18 months, and Anthropic donated it to the Linux Foundation last December. The punchline: every single company in this new alliance supports MCP today. So why the pact? Look at who's in it. Salesforce, Snowflake, and ServiceNow between them touch most of the world's enterprise data and workflows. Google and Microsoft own the clouds all of it runs on. A standard co-supported by those five gives a CIO an alternative to building their agent stack on a competitor's protocol. There's no name and no spec published yet, and in classic standards war fashion, these same companies also sit in the Linux Foundation group building shared open agent standards. Cooperation in the foundation, competition in the product. Two ways to read it. 1. It's the biggest compliment MCP could get. Nobody forms a five-company coalition against plumbing that doesn't matter. Anthropic set the standard and it scared the incumbents into aligning. 2. The real fight was never technical. An IT buyer choosing between an Anthropic native stack and a Google, Microsoft, Salesforce, Snowflake ServiceNow stack is making a vendor relationship decision. And on relationships, the incumbents have a structural advantage no protocol spec can paper over. If you build agents, watch this one. If the stack forks, everyone picks sides. Checklist. The Apple OpenAI lawsuit we covered last episode got a soundtrack. Elon Musk and Sam Altman spent the whole weekend trading shots on X, Musk amplifying Apple's case, Altman firing back. Under the noise, two real developments. The Wall Street Journal reports Apple is preparing countermeasures beyond the courtroom, and Bloomberg notes Apple's M6 through M8 chip roadmap is built on exactly the on-device AI strategy those 400 departed engineers helped design. And the number that explains the temperature. OpenAI is reportedly targeting a $730 billion IPO as soon as September. This fight is happening 3 months before the biggest listing in history. Next, Goldman Sachs is now telling clients to look at Chinese AI models. The recommendation list: DeepSeek V4, Kimi K2.6, GLM5, and QN 3.5. 4 of the top 5 open-weight models in the world right now. Goldman's argument is pure math. These models deliver 80 to 90% of frontier capability at a fraction of the price. The sharpest number: DeepSeek's output tokens run about 44 cents per million versus roughly $30 for GPT-5.6 Sol. That's a 70x gap. For a lot of enterprise workloads, that math is going to win arguments. Meta follow-up. Last episode we told you Meta plans to double its computing power by 2027. Today we got the how. Internal documents show Meta's custom AI chip, codenamed Iris, enters manufacturing in September, part of a 4-generation roadmap for its in-house silicon. The scale: 14 gigawatts of compute by 2027, up from the 7 gigawatts targeted for this year. Doubling compute was the headline. Doing it on your own chips instead of NVIDIA's, that's the story. Sweep. Gemini 3.5 Pro is 4 days out, July 17th per the leaked plans, 6 weeks late. 2 million token context, but the launch comes with a talent asterisk. Gemini co-lead Noam Shazir left for OpenAI, and Nobel laureate John Jumper left for Anthropic. Cloudflare opened the waitlist for websites to charge AI agents for access, HTTP 402, payment required, machine pays machine, no checkout page. And Anthropic's project Glasswing tripled, from 50 to 150 partner organizations across 15 countries, putting its cybersecurity model in front of utilities, hospitals, and banks. That's your July 13th. 5 giants against one protocol, Wall Street pricing Chinese models and Meta betting on its own silicon. The AI war just moved to the plumbing. That's July 13th, 2026. See you tomorrow.